Hi there, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am making American chocolate chip cookies. I don't make them very often, but they are one of the things I'm noted for. This is bicarbonate of soda, just so that you can tell what it is. Gather all your provisions, nice big bowl. Make sure you've washed your hands and you've got a pinny, oh yes, and a scales. First you will need 300 grams of plain or all-purpose, if you're American, flour. Put it in, put the lid on, and that can go away. What's next? Oh yes, get a measuring spoon. We need 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, or for my American viewers, baking soda. 50 grams of white sugar. Recipe says castor, but I never take any notice of that. 75 grams of brown sugar. Any brown sugar will do, it's just going to go in there. It's mostly for colour. You'll see when the cookies come out they are slightly brown. 100 grams of soft margarine or butter. If you've centred your scale, don't take the spoon off like I did, or you'll have to re-centre the scale. Right, that's enough, that can go away. What's next? Oh yes, an egg. 1 egg, lightly beaten, in the jug. I have a tiny whisk. It came with a hot chocolate in a mug set, but the whisk is very handy. In it goes. And the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. However, in my experience, you are going to need significantly more than that, but I'll show you what happens when you put the 2 tablespoons in that the recipe says. The answer is very little. Give it a mix. We want 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. I always like to sniff it. If you're an Anne of Green Gables fan, you'll know why. Mix to a soft dough. Well, we have to add more syrup. Just glug some in and give it a mix. You may have to do this multiple times to get the consistency. As you can see, it's still a bit crummy. We're looking for a soft dough, not a bowl full of crumbs. Yes, and we're going to add some more. Mix, mix, mix. And eventually, oh yes, look, it's sticking to the sides now. That's a good sign. Make sure you catch it if it falls out the bowl. There we go. Can you see the difference? It's starting to hold itself together. Scrape your spoon down. There we go. See? Dough, not crumbs. I bought 2 packets, 1 of milk chocolate and 1 of white chocolate, just for interest. And if you can bear it, upend them both and shove them in the bowl. If you need to eat some, now is the time. There you go. So there's going to be very full of chocolate chips. And mix them in. It didn't mix very well, so you kind of have to sort of do it a little bit by hand. Press them in. Otherwise they're all going to be on the surface and none in the middle. Make sure you've got your baking sheets ready. I'm sorry about the expressions I pull. I've only noticed since I've been filming regularly that I actually pull the stupidest expressions while I'm concentrating. Right, there you go, you see. Mix it with your hands. Pretend it's bread dough for a minute. You can see those chocolate chips. And then you're going to spoon off a spoonful into your hand and give it a roll. These will grow substantially in the oven, so make sure you allow for space on your baking sheet and press down a little bit. I suspect that will be twice its size by the time it's finished, so plan accordingly. This is quite a big baking sheet and I am going to put 6, I think, on this baking sheet with enough room to grow. They're then going to go in the oven for 15 minutes until they are soft and doughy and a little chewy in the middle. Here they come. Beautiful, big, soft chocolate chip cookies. Yum. Enjoy with milk or a hot beverage.